Hello. How's everyone doing? It's a bit loud. I'm good, that's good. Since we're gonna be playing House of Da Vinci, I'm still not gonna de-transform, you know. Have to be home from work. I'm good too, still with a bit of a cold happening. I don't know if it's supposed to be this long. But, you know. Tonight, we're gonna keep playing House of Da Vinci. I wanted to see if someone, from my friends... oops. Put my hand in front of my camera. I wanted to see if any of my friends wanted to play Peak, because there's been an update for a new map today. But nobody said anything, so House of Da Vinci it is. Oops. I'm opening my box of croissants. Croissant. There we go. So yeah, last time we on House of Da Vinci 3, we turned back time and made a windmill hole again somehow. That pretty much that was a pretty big change, so I don't know what kind of forces are we meddling with. I got my croissant, I got my water. Before we go into House of Da Vinci, then I thought I'd get the I Am Bread OST. Anyway, also I did some changes to some of the commands, so I hope what's his name? The add command is gonna work now. But with that, let's do a little Wordle. Oh. No. Vinci. Wolfie. Up. Terrible word in a sense, but yeah, no Wolfie. That's discriminatory, of course. Bars. Okay. I do. Let's cheat. I mean, it works. Damn. Okay. It has one O. And no other vowel. Short. Could be. Yep. Christian conversation. Oh, yeah. Damn. It hurts. For the record, for the VOD, and for anyone else, I am what you may call a short king. Emphasis on king. I don't know about that, but thank you. Oh, with that world of goo stinger. Video unavailable. Anyways, we go into House of Da Vinci the third. For that though, I have to open up Steam first. So you give me a second. F57. That's not that short. That has to count for something. The Roots update out now. Oh. Has a lot of creepy crawlers. Land crab, you know, the ones that made peak are pretty based, are pretty peak themselves. I don't know if you remember when they saw there was like a Roblox copy, like direct copy of Peak. It was called Climb or something like that. And that it already had like a lot of players. And Landcrab said, we'd rather you pirate our game than to play this AI slop filled and what's the other name? Microtransaction filled garbage. Which I would say it's pretty based. Anyways, there's an update running, and I don't care about it, so we will pull up House of Da Vinci. Let me I was thinking maybe for for some buttons and also redeems, like point redeems, I could like just put a folder with like music of certain vibes, you know, scary or something. I don't know. Right. It was Game of Thrones, Vinci, Da Vinci, the House of Thrones, Game of Vinci. Yeah. But yeah, like have folders with music with vibes. If you want to add a certain vibe to a certain game, if it doesn't already have one. But maybe for like other kinds of games, like not video games, more like tabletop kind of games. All right, it's probably very bright. I can't remember what. Oh, what the brightness was. Yeah. Yeah, I think that if it has a 5-second cooldown. There we go. I waited long enough. Oh, yeah. It's okay. Yum, yum. You sure are loading. House of Da Vinci. Oh. Right. We get to the slums. Instant activation. Meow. I mean, sure, I just wanted the chain, but... Oh no, they're rats. Rats. We are the rats. Oh.
Hey you, clown. Buzz off.
This man seemed angry. If I don't want a problem, I'll need to either come later or bypass them. Bruh. Okay. Don't put lies on my ear. Stop this.
You, Giacomo.
They waiting for you upstairs.
Thank you. Your beard is not fully rendered. Also, you're huge, apparently. Real NPCs, yeah.
Don't worry. Don't keep them waiting.
Sure, okay. Apparently I'm just a twink, so sorry if I'm scared. I wasn't kidding when he mentioned the slums. Finally I arrived at the place of our meeting. I had goosebumps just walking through the district, but as the master says, the greatest deception men suffer is that of their own opinions and biases. And to give this place a chance, and I look forward to seeing Leonardo again. Right, the bald lady. Managed by the bald man. Door's locked. Door's locked. What's behind door number 3?
Tell me, what do you think about all this? Giacomo, God be praised. I knew you could do it, but I was still worried.
You look different.
We were successful after all.
I'm not gonna say hi to Luca. I've never met him before. Like, hi, how are you? My name is Giacomo.
As I hoped. The Chronicle records the whole history of this secret order, this Ordo Justitalis. I will need a moment to find what we are looking for, but this is immensely interesting.
There's a word in his beady, not animated eyes. Yeah.
Next to me stands my great friend and advisor. I owe much to him and consider him the most erudite friar in the whole clergy. Honorable Luca Bartolomeo Pacial.
Don't exaggerate, Leonardo. You underrate my brothers.
That is not my intention, but it is still my opinion. And before us is my disciple and assistant, about whom I have spoken so much. A man possibly brought to me by fate itself to help me carry the weight of my burden. Messer Giacomo Andrea de Ferrara.
I greet you, Giacomo. Please, don't blame Leonardo for his bluntness. He couldn't wait to read the Chronicle. I'm sure you've noticed that when he gets like this, there is no talking to him. Sit down, have a bite. You must be tired after your journey. We have a veritable feast here.
Or do I get to eat sim?
Trees, fruit, more vegetables. Well, your master isn't the funnest person in the world, but you surely noticed that as well.
Luca makes fun of me often, but this time I'm really not able to find out where the point is hiding. He would do better to focus on real problems.
Damn.
See? Just like I said. But seriously, real problems. I'm sure Leonardo told you how, once upon a time, he met Caesar Borgia.
It's a bit quiet. I'm gonna blame that on the weird mixing.
With members of a secret society. They brought fragmented plans for some strange machine and asked him to construct it for them. At first he agreed, but when he found out what a terrible weapon the machine could become, he decided not to give it to them.
I see. There can be no more doubt. The secret society was indeed Ordo Justitalis. They also had plans for the time machine, however incomplete, because in the past they had a similar time machine. So why did they need my help?
Either way, in the end, Ordo Justitalis took the machine from the Tower of Badia Fiorentina. Shortly after Leonardo used it, and just moments after you did as well, Giacomo, when you tried to save your very life from the half-crazed Borgia who took your glove before you came to? I wonder what the story was with the Duke. When they came with the plans, he seemed to have a position of power within the Order, but after your escape to Florence, they didn't cooperate at all. And that's something we should thank Providence for, because until Ordo Justitalis obtains one of the gloves, they can't use the machine, even if they are able to reconstruct it.
Aha! Here, right at the end of the chronicle. But the year 1465 after Christ came. And for the order of the justice, the world was never the same.
But
During that event, their time machine, which they'd called the Gate of the Temple of Wisdom, must have been damaged. That is why they needed my help.
So, to summarize, the Order took Leonardo's time machine, and we don't know where. Borgia took Giacomo's glove, and we don't know where. At least we still have the one Leonardo came with, which is broken. Seriously, gentlemen, and I say this as your friend,
yeah.
you should start looking after your things.
That would be an excellent analysis, Luco, if not for the sarcasm and one small mistake that I will correct in a moment. But before that, could you give me the glove?
Where did that box come from?
Pretty, but broken.
Fortunately, that does not matter at all. There is one thing I haven't told you yet, my friends. When Borgia came to me all those years ago, he had not only those incomplete plans to build a time machine, but also 3 ampules with a strange liquid. I don't know where they came from, but they react to open the gate of time. Thanks to them, I can determine where the gate should take us. One ampule is set in each glove, and one in the Oculus Perpetua. Each of them, when set correctly, will allow us to jump through the gate a maximum 15 years in time. This means that if we wanted to get travel back to the original time machine in the year 1465, 45 years in the past, we would need all 3 of them.
Subtitles and audio kind of
We need to destroy
not
the original time
connected.
machine, completely wipe it from history. No matter the risk, no matter how hard it might be.
As long as the Order has the plans and the will to use it, mankind will never be safe from the invention. I regretted having started working on the time machine. But what do you think would have happened if I had sent them away?
I suppose they would try to find someone else? But I'm sure that nobody else would be able to finish it with such incomplete plans.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. But if not now, then what about in a year, 10 years, 1,000 years? Sooner or later, someone would do it. All it would take would be one moment of weakness and a great deal of naivety or bad intentions, and the world as we know it could cease to exist. No, my friend, trust me that there is no other way. The machine should never have been in human hands.
You are right, Leonardo. I know you have thought about it for a long time, and I trust that your decision is not made lightly. I think I can speak for the both of us when I say that we stand behind you. Well, I think it is high time that we told Giacomo the whole truth about why we met here.
All right. It is true that we don't know where the time machine is, but we know how to get the 3rd ampule because Borgia will surely keep the glove close. And we do know where he is hiding.
It's right across the street.
Just across the street, in the tall building.
Bruh.
You couldn't have found a better hiding spot. No normal person would step foot in this neighborhood. Marco was rather surprised when he saw him here. Marco is the jolly man who welcomed you downstairs. He has a lot of friends around, and they learned that Borgia's hideout is very well prepared for, uninvited guests. But right next to it is a burnt pub. Perhaps it would be possible to get inside through that.
Just before you arrived, Marco informed us that Borgia left. We have a unique opportunity to get in and take the glove. Giacomo, Out of all of us, you are best suited for this task. We leave it in your hands. Be careful.
That's because I'm nimble and twinkish and young. Also, just a thought, you know, Leonardo. You know, I know you can hear me, but just a thought. If the time machine were to be completed, wouldn't that mean already that history is changed? So the fact that we're trying to prevent it from happening will not have an effect at all? I can't see shit. This Dr. House we're born yesterday, but it's completely barricaded. Those are the measures he has for uninvited guests? Barricade the shit out of the place? Oh, yeah. Let's unburn this house, I guess, or something like that. Let's change the course of history. Why won't we? Lots of meats. Lots of stuff. Wheat. Oh, that's what caused the... Yeah, I see. And it just... Let's change it again. Can't believe the cats would be to blame. This is what happens. For some reason, I guess the whole floor was covered in, like, pine tar or some or whatever. Something that in Italy wouldn't have been so common. At least so common. Handle with true protrusions. Here it goes. Oh no. But now the house is not burned, so I don't have like a weak spot or access for it. And now everything's okay, and fucking whoever lived here suddenly feels like, oh, my pub is okay. It worked. Hell yeah. It worked. It was automatic. Hell yeah. So we're Santa Clausing this shit. Chimney Super. If told Borges how to in the 4th chapter. Is he a madman? Has he become a madman? Jesus Christ. I guess this is another measure. If anyone enters, you get fucking destroyed. Fucking nuked. Can I just take this shit off? Yeah. Oh no, I can't. I have to open it. Why couldn't I open it though? It wasn't easy, but I got into the house where Borgia hides in Rome. The room in which I find myself is dominated by a large map of northern Italy, which is obviously important to him. I only need to proceed further, but there is no straightforward way in yet. More barricade. Dear son, I am satisfied with your leadership of the papal army, and I am pleased to see the diplomatic skill with which you have managed to integrate the army of the French king into your own. That will be very important in the coming days. The time for our sovereign territory ruled only by our house, the House of Borgia, is at hand. I heard you had some trouble using gunpowder with your mercenaries. Learn from the French. What good are allies if we do not use them appropriately? Finally, the most important thing, how are the plans going that you gave to Master Leonardo? I understand it's a big job, but it's imperative that you have control over the progress of his work. I don't care how you handle it. Your father, Rodrigo Borgia, Alexander Ampont, Max, in the 46th Vatican. So I guess Borgia is coming from the hand of the church, who wants the power of the time machine. And, you know, the order is the other side that wants the power of the time machine. And then there's us, the three people. Yeah, Imola, Forli, Bologna, Pistoia, Lucca, Prato, Firenze, Vienna, San Marino, Urbino, Arezzo, San Gimignano, and Cesena. And a lot of normal names come from cities of old, don't they? Damn. You have to, like, buy quick balls and all that. The fuck are these? Oh, do I have to shoot them? I have to guess something? Probably not guesswork. Let's keep checking this thing. What's up with this thing? You're telling me I can look into this? Why aren't you looking into this? You see, there's kind of a key in there. This can be moved forward because of this. How do I change this? Look into the mouth of the cannon. Okay, now. Brute force it. Pum 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 pum. Press buttons. What do here? Do I have anything from my past that I can? Oh, it's a Borgia's father letter. Clock. The other thing would be that the order is with, the Pope and the Christian Church. And with that, that would mean that Borgia just wants the thing for himself. So he's like the one man. The one man with a plan. Alright, Bologna activated something. just guesswork. It's just... Really, Fidenza? More? Alright, so it's Bologna, Varia, and then Firenze. And I can't even read that. What is the pattern? What is the pattern here? Nope. Oh my god, there's so many. Nope. Yeah, I know. Put it here. Go back and see what might have been missing. I guess we just keep guessing. Oh, yeah. It's a happy house. Happy house. What do you mean? This? Okay. What is that shit doing? Why are the pointers going loco? crank. And some old... and a spider. Oh, some old nails and a spider. Has that shape. Oh, it's a lockpick. You know. If it just opens like that and you don't have to put any effort, then it's just a key. It's not a lockpick. The darkness beckons. Stamping tool needs to be above the work area, otherwise I can't use it. I see. I do need something to stamp with, or stamp onto. So I see this little thing missing. Yeah, I see. Turn on the oil lamp. Can't I turn on the oil lamp with these candles? See into the darkness. Honk. Ooh, a season dupiter. Dupiter? Plonk, plonk, plonk. Is this where I put the lamp? Yep. There we go. We have light, I think. Why did I need to put it in here? I don't know. Oh, I see. I just activated a bomb. Okay. A puzzle thing that you're gonna be looking at that self-destructs doesn't seem too practical. My guess was correct. I managed to mark some squares on the map, and I'm sure I'm one step closer to discovering Borgia's secrets. Tool with rotary handle. Can I take the other tools and do some mischief? There we go. I'm sure that wasn't needed, but okay. Oh, whoa, what's this? Thank you. What the hell do you mean? Because I need to close the metal frame before I can expect the machine to work. Nothing happened. I think there's still something missing from the machine. I think I'm gathering what I have to do. That isn't just any old 15th century Gatling gun. This is one that I have to put a map into, and that map is gonna make it aim at what it needs to be aimed. Metal card. Sorry about that. Okay, so that goes in here. I have to mark the three middle top. Second and fifth. The first, and then the first and fifth. Ah, shit. Man, if I knew. Whatever. Bless, thank you. Well, Mr. Gasper. I don't know what the hell is happening, but can we shoot? We're able to shoot. I don't understand what's happening. Yes, you're showing me all this. What is the meaning of it, though? Alright. We have ammunition. I guess it's already prepared to be filled. Let's stop this. Am I missing a piece? I might be missing a part. That just opens that and closes it back up. I don't know why. What am I even looking at? This is the old Gatling gun, you know, from 15th century. The age of Da Vinci. Oh, I see. I just had to do that again. Now we have the gunpowder, maybe? Jesus Christ. I don't know if a system that depends on getting destroyed makes for a good system. Or at least a system that you're supposed to, like, utilize multiple times. Right. On the upper floor, I was reunited with Leonardo and finally met his good friend Luca Pacioli. After talking to them, it's clear we must try to destroy the time machine. It is simply too dangerous to risk it being used by someone unworthy. Also, there's time travel, you know? Da Vinci made a time machine. Just so you're, just so you're in the loop. Now it's in the hands of Ordo Justitialis, an order that may have had virtuous beginnings, but judging by its connection to Borgia, its virtue has long since disappeared. Fortunately, the gate is damaged, and even if they were able to repair it, they can't use it without Leonardo's gloves, which were deliberately designed as a failsafe, except that Borgia now has one of them, and it's only a matter of time before he figures out what is good for, if he hasn't already. According to Luca's information... Anyways, according to Luca's information, Borgia has a hideout in the slums, but it's not here at the moment, so we have a unique opportunity. The only way is to gather our wits, break in, and find that glove, but I must be careful, as the place will surely be full of traps and obstacles. So, what do we do? What the hell is this? Alright. I played these games. I know what they are. And we... And then you have to, like, rebuild all this. Why not just make it, like... You know... I went through the wall to a very well-equipped lab. I never imagined Borgia as a great thinker. A strategist, maybe, but an alchemist? Looking around the hideout, I found several inventions, or parts of mechanisms, that clearly show Leonardo created them. Perhaps he used the inventions of other scholars he employed in a similar way. Or maybe it just shows the depths of his desperation. Oh, we have chemistry. So, a mixture of 452... 60, 75, 30. Of what? Then we have something more combustible, it seems, but it doesn't show what it is. This is like an auto mortar? What the hell? Oh, I just... So this is the ancient slab shop. Mírame huevo. Este va a fascinar. I gotta detach myself from this table, check what else is in here. I will put a weight. And then we get this, I guess, whatever this is. Open the casket, give me the brew, give me the ale. I guess not. Bit of lag. Never heard anybody. What is this that we have here? I can't use the other one. Oops, give me a second. Sorry, someone arrived at the house. I do love a good puzzle. One more thing that after completing a puzzle, things will become clearer. Yeah? No, have you seen Da Vinci? Don't you know he created, like, X-rays? And time travel? Oh, I'm gonna die. Almost died. I managed to get to the top floor, but I only managed to escape the spinning blade of a scythe at the last moment. It was just a little slower. Evidently, Borgia is not joking. I should proceed with extreme caution. What are we looking at? MMTV. Yeah? An event appling appears. If you wanna poke catch it. Poke catch it. Nope, can't get to the spinning blades of death. Oh, there it is. I finally discovered where Cesare Borgia had hidden Leonardo's glove in a room above the alchemy lab. Unfortunately, he's locked it tight. I like skipping stuff, I feel like. You don't have a trainer pass yet. Use Poke Start to begin your journey. Yeah, you have to start your journey, of course. My model's kind of going wacko crazy for some reason. There we go. 13th of April, 1502. There's something poetic about rotating scythes. The idea of using them militarily may seem cruel, but it's perfectly fascinating. Leonardo is said to have been inspired by the war machines of the Roman Empire in their designs. With the strength of the ancient Romans, I could easily conquer all of Italy, but I can only work with what I have. And the firearm Leonardo sent me, that is odd. There's not much use in real combat yet. But with a little effort and minor adjustments to the gunpowder recipe, I can become my enemy's worst nightmare. One man, a single weapon, and dozens of dead in just the first few moments of battle. But what matters is what the master still hasn't sent me. I know he's still working on the gate, but he's avoiding completing it. Maybe it's time to change my approach. Perhaps he can be persuaded to be more diligent if I give him the post of chief military architect and engineer. Their designs, they didn't have Gatling guns. What do you mean? They of course they did. What the hell is this? Is this memory? Yep. Oops. There we go. Key in resin. What do you mean key in resin? Why would you do this to yourself? I found the key to the chest right next to it, but it's sealed in resin. I'll have to find a way to get it out of there. Luckily, I have a lab at my disposal. Giga Brain puzzle from the OG, yeah. Can I go back down without the scythe machine trying to kill me? But how this little thing, what this little thing do? Bent wire. What can I do with a bent wire? Put it right there, exactly as planned. We have impure charcoal powder, so now I also have to purify shit. I have a switch, though. What is the bottom of the switch? Is that shaped? Where have I seen that shape? Can I still go back? Yes, I can. I'm pretty sure I've seen this shape specifically somewhere. Not here. This? I don't think it is. Nope. 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 Is it here? No. Pour in the impure charcoal. Right? This funky fella. Over here, maybe? There's that shape, which is not what I have at all. Like, can I purify it by just mashing on it? I don't think this will fit. It will, trust me, but it's true that it won't do anything. Play this shit in here. I thought I'd seen something. Smash your balls. I think there's anything down here. Grab this. Grab the sand. Here it is. This is the switch. Now, what is gonna happen? A bottle of fluid. Flagon with gunpowder. I was able to obtain a sample of gunpowder from the weapon that was blocking the entrance to Borgia's hideout. Using the lab equipment, I'm sure I can figure out what it's made of and how to modify it to light the boiler. I'm gonna do just real alchemy. I'm just becoming, transforming shit into other shit. Now where can I put this dragonfly in? Here it goes. Saying German shit. Saint Germain, rather. Container with gunpowder. I just transferred from one container to another. I don't know what the purpose for doing that would be. Right, the egg goes here. Makes that shit. Makes that shit. Incomplete filter. Put some motherfucking... Okay. So what are those things? Mash the shit. One, two, three, four. I see that. It's not useful for me yet, but I see that. So we have a mixture of sulfur, soda, carbone, and nitri. So this thing. This dick won't fit. I'm sorry. I'm getting kind of frustrated. Need a piece in here. Also need a piece here, it seems. Anything upstairs yet? There's something in the ground. I'm gonna get trapped, aren't I? Once I open this shit. Alright, fuck it. The key I picked up looks important, but how should I remove it from the resin? Good help. Good hint. Yes, wisdom. mixing that shit. Can't seem to remove the ampule with gunpowder. Get that shit in there. No, I don't want to go up. I want to see if there was something on the wheel thingy. I think concentrated blaze would help. Maybe I could use something in the alchemy laboratory. You say you make fire? Crush ball. Seems like a thing that opens up automatically. Or an event doable. Dwebble. Dwebble? Devil? Rebel. Dibble. Okay, what are you saying? I should put the key in the resin inside the boiler in the alchemy lab. Ah. You're this. I think I did try that at some point. I decided to put the key in the ornate furnace in the lab. I don't think the resin will be able to endure the heat. I'll have to find some suitable fuel, though. Bruh. What do you mean? What is the purpose? Okay, what is this? Metal part. The end. I know where it goes, though. And now we have sand. Completed filter. I'm gonna put this. Where is it placeable? Here? Nope. I don't think that's there. I keep forgetting I have the power of time and like invisible ink at my disposal. Filter's not that big. There we go. Alright, so we have 4 parts. Okay, I was talking. We have 4 parts sulfur, 0 parts, it seems. Soda. 5 parts carbone. And 2 parts nitrate. Or did I write this? Whatever I wrote. Oh, I see. 315. We have a centrifuge, it seems. An iron weight. There we go. We have pure charcoal. Place it here. It's obviously where it goes. Hang that shit. I think it was just... Crush the weight. I do have carbone. Put the charcoal here. Nope. I'll add in 3 minutes. Up in 3 minutes. Okay. Fuck. Where should I use the weight in my inventory? The first thing that comes to mind is the scale, but there seems to be nowhere to add it. I think I might find a use for it on the table in the lab. Yes. Five, 3, 4. Rotary switch. I can rotate it myself to see the fucking. Here we go. Oh, it's a square. So as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, it's one of those games. It died. It's the ping pulling games. Dead. Ooh, lava. Lava fall. Oh no. It's rock. Treasure falls. Floor. And person goes and gets the treasure. take this nut. Ugh. Nope. There we go. Oh. Yeah, give it a minute. Less than a minute, actually. Yeah. We finally have this. Unlock second thing. Silver crystal. And a small hook. Things are looking up. Alright, let's crush some sulfur balls. He was already a few tens of poundings before. Yep. I'll get this one. Esteemed Cesare de Borgia, it is my great pleasure to banish you from the Vatican. You, or the men paid with your money, while you still have some left, are no longer welcome. The papal guard has strict orders to deal with you. As for your former membership in a certain order, I will offer you a friendly warning. Efforts to misuse the information you learn as a member would be unpleasant, perhaps even stressful. Given your state of health, I would advise against further involvement in these matters. After all, a lifestyle of stress and sin cost your father his life. It would be regrettable if you followed him into the depths of hell so soon. Pope Julius II, formerly known as Giuliano della Rovere, 3rd of November 1503, Vatican City. Postscript. If you care to know my recommendation, forget everything you've been through in the last 10 years. Become a monk. Find some peace. Postscript. It's impossible to hide from the sight of God himself. Oof, oh, ciao. "5th of November, 1503. My father is dead, and it wasn't a disease, as they say. It was a clear attempt on our lives, and in his case, unfortunately successful. Without the Pope's help, my own power is dissipating. The only way forward is through the gate. I tried to keep my priorities straight, but I was a fool. I was lured by the promises of Cardinal Giuliano della Rovere. He was supposed to leave me in charge of the papal army and the Ordo Justitiaris, but right after I helped him win, he double-crossed me. Looking back, it was so obvious he's the one who had me and my father poisoned. I swear one day he shall fall by my hand. Every time I feel desperate, my mind goes back to that map. It comforts me to revisit the victories I won as commander of the combined papal and French armies. Perhaps when I finally gain control over that gate, I can finish my work. There will be even more cities on my map, and the name of the Borgias forever recorded in history." So we get some lore out of those last two bits of weight play. Metal symbol. Bolt hunt. Nice. Does this go anywhere in here? Right, so right, 3 what? That says 4. 452 for this. So there's 315 of something else. Is the same as that. So that's 452. 452. So I'm gonna need it's exactly the same. So I'm gonna need 3 sulfur, 1 carbon, and 5 nitri. I don't have the nitrate yet as well. Oh, this opened. Right, I forgot that this opened. Saltpeter crystal. Strange key. Yes. Now to crash some more balls, I mean crystals. Electric dog, hell yeah. Anyways. We got nitrate. So. 315. I think that's from a song. But we have the 3 sulfur, 1 carbon, 5 nitrate. Really? I have to put in here. Yep. What? Too heavy. And modify the weight somehow. This goes here. Ah, 3 on there. I just got by what I put in. So we have 1 now of that. How much does this weight? 15. Ah, I see. Yes, I see. So I have 3. Which is good. It should be 3 of carbon. I'm wrong. It should be 1 of carbon. What am I doing? Should be 3 of sulfur. How much sulfur is it? 5. There should be 5 of saltpeter. Saltpeter. Ka-ching. What is that mixer? Ka-ching. Ka-ching. Oh. It just got filled somehow. Full powder flask. Right, it does that nothing instead of giving me that little piece. And now I have boiler mixture. Crank that soldier boy. I mean, sure. I guess that's what happens. I'm gonna grab it when it's hot. We have the key, and now we're gonna get trapped because I can see the floor with things, but apparently Giacomo can't. Also, give me a second before that. I'm gonna leave you in suspense. Yep. I was gonna say that looks a bit wide for me to just pass through.
The trap has sprung, Giacomo. Does the situation remind you of something? I guess it's fate that the betters should have power over the rest. And what about those 2 nannies of yours? Happily drinking in safety while they sent you into the lion's den. In your place, I would be upset. But I am
You'll
not
look
interested
different.
in your feelings. Just listen to me and then do as you are told. It's in your own interest. I heard you already met the Viper's Tangle, calling themselves a lofty Ordo Justitialis. That's good. What you don't know is that they are currently led by the Pope. He is the puppet master. He would be the one profiting if they got their hands on a working time machine. And I have very personal reasons to hate Pope Julius II. I had everything. I was the most powerful
Life in
man
my eyes.
Fortune is a
I had a better model.
or fortuna variabilis. Julius II had his predecessor, and my father, Alexander VI, killed. He usurped the chair of St. Peter and misused the power of his station to take everything from me. My position in the order, my prestige and reputation, and even my domain. And thus, I bet everything on one last gambit. to obtain the time machine and reverse my destiny. I'll give you the glove you seek. I want something in return. I know you were too much of a coward to kill the Pope. Besides, I wouldn't let anyone take the pleasure from me. But I have another use for you, Giacomo. When my father was still alive, he appointed me to the Ordo Justitialis to find out more about the broken time machine and search for someone who could make it work again. It was then that we came to that Leonardo da Vinci of yours. And during this time, I learned something very interesting.
I'll have you read it instead of telling you.
Generation after generation of Grandmasters inherited this amulet. When the Order fell to the Pope's might, the Pope took it, and in time, he granted it to his successors, along with the power over the Ordo Justitialis. It's only a piece of metal, but it is a very powerful symbol. A symbol of supremacy over the Order, and I want it. And that means you, Giacomo, will get it for me. I don't care how you do it. But as I am an eternally gracious man, I'll give you a hint. In the Pope's study is a secret passage which will lead you directly to the amulet. Make one of your nannies help you. The monk was always in the Pope's good graces. He might finally be useful, and maybe could even atone for getting you into this mess, don't you think? But that's your problem, as well as getting out of this cage. And don't forget, the amulet for the glove, piece for a piece. When you get it, I'll let you know where we will meet again. This is a token of my goodwill. We will see each other soon. It was a pleasure doing business with you, Giacomo.
I should have known. Intrigue is second nature to Borgia. He stayed one step ahead. He knew exactly what I was looking for. He knew about me, Leonardo, and Luca. He may have even deliberately leaked information about his hiding place to lure us to Rome. God knows how long he's been watching me. Mocking me, waiting for me to spring his magnificent trap. It's hard to say how much I can trust what he told me, but in this case I think it was in his best interest to provide sufficient insight into the situation. Most shocking was the detail that the Pope was the one controlling the Ordo Justitialis. Borgia didn't mention how it happened, and it wasn't in a position to ask questions. I left for a few minutes and now people exist. Yeah, there's been NPCs, there's been people. That was former Cesare Borgia. Who the Pope tried to kill, like the Pope killed his father. And now he wants us to grab an amulet of the Pope while he murders him. Another important piece of the puzzle is the obvious hatred Borgia feels for the current Pope. According to his words, the Pope was behind his decline and the death of his father. It is true that word of the sudden death of Rodrigo Borgia echoed around Italy, and it was rumored that it may not have been entirely natural. But the most important thing that came to light from Cesare Borgia's monologue was the fact that he is willing to trade Leonardo's glove. He wants me to break into the Pope's chambers and steal the amulet that symbolizes power over Ordo Justitialis. He said it's a mere trinket, but has high symbolic value. I don't know whether to believe that, but given the situation, I have no choice but to accept the exchange for now. Alright, what the fuck is this little box? Purple, red. Bro, there's a little box in the cage. Yeah, would you toss it to me? Purple, red, white. Purple. What happens with purple? Okay, it deletes. Gets deleted. Not yet. We have green. Can I get a green? There's another side, of course. I can't just open it like that. I have to crank the soldier boy. Special key. Already knew we were coming for the gauntlet. I set a trap and he said he will let us take it so long as we get in the imported amulet for it. Yep. I guess I can just exit. Devil's Bargain. Finish the 4th chapter. Alright, it's been almost 2 hours. Exactly. And I guess we're going to the Pope. We're going to the Vatican. Pope's Chambers, 1508. But with that, I'm gonna wait for it to load and perform whatever cutscene inmate want to perform. Yep.
Now we must wait before they present us. I would be calmer if Leonardo was with us here, but we couldn't possibly include him as the Order knows him well. And according to Borgia, they are beholden to the Pope. At least we will attract less attention. We must still be careful, though. Julius II is cunning as a fox. I indeed know him from before. When he was but a cardinal, he was always straight hard and never afraid to use his brilliant mind.
He was straight hard.
Did you know that when he became Pope, he confessed that his new name is not in honor of St. Julius, as most cardinals expected, but after Julius Caesar?
Damn.
He is a good man, and was the situation...
Doesn't sound like it.
He would make a great ally. It seems we have a few moments, so let's go over our plan, yeah? After I tell the Pope why I came, he will surely want to speak to me privately. Hopefully outside his study. In the meantime, you will have to get there and find the passage leading to the amulet. I will try to distract him for as long as possible, but you must return to the audience room before we are back. I can't wait for this to be over. I'm as nervous as a cat. Just a quick prayer to St. Francis. Or rather, maybe to all the saints. I hope God will forgive me this ruse against my old friend.
Luca Bartolomeo de Pacioli with an escort. The Holy Father expects you.
Garba of a Franciscan, face of a rascal. This could only be
Mhm.
Luca Pacioli. It's a pleasure to meet you again, old friend.
Holy Father, you honor me greatly by making time for me. Allow me to introduce my pupil and protege, Giacomo of Ferrara.
This is your pupil? Boy, you should regard your teacher highly. He is a wise man, even if he lacks seriousness. But as Dr. Angelicus said, of all the soul's passions, sorrow is the most harmful to the body. You are surely aware that many duties stem from my station, and I'll have to apply to them by the time the bells toll evening Angelus. But until that time, you have my full attention. I heard you have important news for me. What is it?
Your Excellency, I heard about the righteous struggle you lead against the Borgia family. Maybe I could do my part to help, turning the proverbial wheel of justice?
Not here, my friend. Let us go for a walk through the gardens. There you can tell me everything.
Okay. I mean, they could be. They were so sexists and misogynists that they would have gay sex.
You wait here. This is only for the Pope to know.
In the meantime, boy, you can pass the time reading. I'm sure you will find a book that will interest you.
I thought the guard would like stay there and like all my plans would be foiled. I have to knock him out or something. Well, with that, and with the visage of creepers of old, His Excellency is dripped out. I'm gonna pull up some raid for the people on the Twitch. And with that, again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And on Saturday, I will see what I play. I don't know if I will play the spiritual successor of Penumbra or another Zelda game, now that we're outside of Halloween. But again, hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.